Breaking news. Breaking news. DoorDash just agreed to $11 million settlement, and it involves 80,000 drivers. Let's get into this story. So, this story comes from the Jacksonville Journal Courier, and the story involves, it says, tip misallocation in the state of Illinois by DoorDash, meaning DoorDash misallocated the tips. A nice word for stealing tips. That's what the lawsuit was about. And it says, let me check this note right here. It said that DoorDash violated the Illinois Consumer Fraud and Deceptive Business Practice Act. So what they claim, this is the prosecutor. The prosecutor name was Kwame Raoul. And Mr. Raoul stated the claim that DoorDash was, as they said, misallocating or stealing tips from drivers. This is what they said DoorDash was doing. So DoorDash was encouraging customers, tip more, tip more. As you tip, it increases the pay for drivers. So in a lot of cases, consumers, these customers, they was tipping. What DoorDash did instead of giving the entire tip to the driver, they felt like the bigger tip, they had less responsibilities. So they said in some cases, DoorDash was just paying up to $1 and just relying on a tip to pay drivers. They was going below the minimum base pay. They had a minimum base pay, which I think at that time was probably $3, could have been a little bit more, but they was taking the tip to cover even their base pay. And that's what the state of Illinois had a problem with. That's, and some, you can kind of say that DoorDash was stealing tips, or the proper or legal term, they misallocated the tips. So they would take back their money, or they give them a $5 tip, or they give them a $10 tip. They wanted to take that and put towards their base pay. So they said this included nearly 80,000 drivers. That's a lot of drivers. The lawsuit is 11 million. So I was trying to I don't know how they're going to pay it. Is everybody going to get the same payout? But if it's the same payout and they just breaking it down, then you would just divide the 80,000. And it comes up to probably, like, for each driver, if they do it that way, it's going to come up to $137 a piece, which ain't much, but still is better than nothing. And it's more about the principle. They want to teach DoorDash a lesson. Mr. Raoul, who was the Attorney General for the state of Illinois, stated that this settlement should make DoorDash give drivers the entire, give them the tip as it's supposed to be. The driver's supposed to get the entire tip, not part of it, all of the tip. The claim is that this happened between July 2017 and September 2019. So that's before I even came on board. So it will only include drivers from 2017 to 2019, to September, when they said they stopped doing it. So that brings me up to even now today, 2024. When you accept a stack order, in a stack order, they have one base pay. As a driver, I feel like that for every order there should be a base pay, even when it's a stack order. The only exception that I might, go with if it's going to the same house. But when you got a stack order that's going to two different locations, there should be a base pay. DoorDash has a minimum base pay, and it should, have to pay that minimum base pay. But they stack orders. Um, you might have for example, you may have a customer that really didn't tip, so it might be a $2 order or a $3 order. And then you might have a customer on the next customer who really tipped. That might be a $10 order. So they put it together and says, you got two orders for $12. But anyway, I believe that there should be a tip, not a tip, there should be a base pay for each of those orders. If there's a such thing as a minimum base pay, stacking orders should not allow DoorDash to get around the base pay for each order. That's just me talking. DoorDash said they want to continue to have flexible, keep it going for DoorDash drivers and continue the flexibility and all that good stuff. But make sure, this is me saying it to you, DoorDash, make sure you pay your drivers. Drivers are the backbone of your business. Without drivers, your food cannot get to the customers. So make sure you treat your drivers, man, your valued partners, because we're supposed to be partners. They say we independent contractors, so treat us as such. Do the right thing by your drivers, man. Pay as you should, instead of looking for ways around how to get over, how not to pay. Listen, man, I want to thank y'all for watching. Listen, for the drivers out there, man, share your thoughts in the comment. How is it in your market? Do you think DoorDash is doing the right thing? They paying right? Share your thoughts about the base pay. Should there be a base pay on every order if there's a such thing as a minimum base pay? Share your thoughts in the comment section, man. If you found value in this video, I ask that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I make a video. Man, I want to thank y'all for watching. Again, thank you. And y'all be safe out there until next time.